What's up, guys? So we need to talk about the streaming space right now. So last week we got news that Emmett Shear, the co-founder of Twitch, would be stepping down from CEO. We have an article right here. Twitch co-founder Emmett Shear has announced he's stepping down as CEO of the live streaming platform. It's been revealed that Dan Clancy, Twitch's current president, will become the platform's new CEO effective immediately. Shear will still work for Twitch, albeit in an advisory role. So Emmett Shear is stepping down as CEO of Twitch, which makes sense because I feel like it's been kind of removed for quite some time now anyway. But following the birth of his first child, it's going to be stepping down, and Dan Clancy is going to be filling his shoes. This is pretty big because there's a lot of things going on right now. I'm sure you guys have seen Kick. Kick is on the rise. We have our new streaming platform, obviously. But there's a couple of things that I'm a little bit concerned about. Now, we have a lot of people moving over to Kick. And, obviously Kick is marketing itself as a platform for the creators, right? They have a 95-5 split, meaning that any subs you get on Kick will be split 95-5. So the creator gets 95% of that revenue and Kick receives 5% of that revenue. Now, on the surface, this sounds great, and this really is huge for most creators, especially massive creators. Imagine being a creator who has upwards of 5,000 subscribers. A 95-5 split is a pretty massive raise, right? No matter how you slice and dice this, it's a significant raise to move over to Kick. But there's a couple things that I'm a little bit worried about, right? So what do we currently have right now? We have Twitch, we have YouTube, and we now have Kick, right? So we have basically 3 live streaming platforms. Forgive me, guys, I just woke up, so I'm trying to really wake up here. But I was writing this video yesterday and doing a bunch of research, and I just wanted to get this recorded as soon as possible because I think it's really important. So, like I said, we have our 3 live streaming platforms. We have Twitch, we have YouTube, we have Kick. Twitch is just a crazy place to be right now, albeit still at the top, in my opinion. Twitch is still currently at the top. YouTube was on the rise for quite a while. They pulled over some really big creators, but then I'm pretty sure what happened was they let a bunch of people go. And it looks like since then, there has been like no improvement on YouTube's live streaming platform. It seems like they've kind of halted all progression with the system. The interface is still quite janky, and it really is not on par with Twitch when it comes to the viewer experience. Now we have Kick, right? Kick comes out of nowhere. If you go to Kick and you're looking at Kick, it's pretty much a carbon copy of Twitch. All they did was flip a switch and change it green. So what's interesting to me here is that we have Twitch, which is just a tornado of wild craziness. We have Kick, which is a brand new platform that's basically a carbon copy of Twitch, just offering a 95-5 split, which is really enticing to most creators. And then we have YouTube, where it's definitely the easiest place to grow. You can have evergreen content living there on your channel, which will help you gain an audience for your live streams. But it doesn't seem like they are improving their live streaming service on the platform whatsoever at this point. Now, they could in the future, I'm not sure. I'm just talking about right now, as of March 2023, it's pretty much the same as it was in March 2022. So that's an entire year with almost no improvements at all. So Kick really does, if you think about it, it's starting to look like a great idea to go stream on Kick. You can make more money. It's a smaller platform currently, so for smaller creators, it's probably a little bit easier to get exposure and to grow. Just out of curiosity, I went over to Kick and I'm searching through all the streams, and you guys know I play a lot of Escape from Tarkov, so I went to the Tarkov section, and maybe 25 Tarkov streamers. So it seems like it would be pretty easy to get some exposure there and to grow. However, there's a couple of things I'm worried about. And one of the things that I'm worried about is that it is just a carbon copy of Twitch, and their entire marketing tactic is the 95-5 split, right? It seems like this was just a quick spun up thing, with the idea of offering this 95-5 split to get people to come over. And then we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Do they really care about their creators? Is this going to be a relationship between Kick's management, the company itself, and creators, where people can build their brands and grow and actually have a job that is stable and reliable? We don't know. So realistically, you know, everyone's always asking me, I get tons of comments on all of my videos, hey Hammer, where should I start streaming? I want to get into streaming. I've been streaming on Twitch, I get 0 viewers. Should I move to YouTube? Now should I move to Kick? All these questions start arising, right? So we had, like, I had to break down all of these platforms, pros and cons. And I keep coming back to the same thing. And that same thing is that at this point in time, to make it as a streamer, right? You're trying to be a streamer full time. It's very, very hard to grow, right? You need to be streaming as almost like a side business to creating content on YouTube. If you want to make this a job in any way, shape, or form, you basically need to be a YouTuber, be producing a ton of content, and then stream, you know, a few days a week or more if you have the time to supplement that content, right? You want to take all that, the audience that's viewing your videos, especially now with YouTube Shorts, it's really easy to grow on YouTube, and then you can kind of transition that audience into live viewers if you're lucky. But realistically, the conversion rate from someone going from watching a YouTube Short to going to your live stream is very, very small. It's hard to convert those viewers, but it is possible, right? If I had to sit here and give my absolute best advice, there's 2 things that I could tell you guys to do. I need another sip of coffee because I'm exhausted. The 2 things that I would tell you guys to do would be the number 1 option here, but it costs money. That's the issue, is to restream to all of these platforms, right? You can restream to Kick with a custom RTMP. Using restream would allow you to, let's say you go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. You'd be able to be live on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Kick at the exact same time, every time you go live. However, if you want to restream to Kick, you do need to subscribe to Restream, which is like $16 a month or something like that. Next option is you could restream to just Twitch and YouTube. You can do this for free. You do not need a Restream account to do this, an upgraded account, sorry. So you could restream to just Twitch and YouTube. Or if you just want to stream on one place, my advice is still going to be do it on YouTube right now. Even though the platform's live streaming service for the viewer is not up to par with Twitch, I still believe that in time, when things settle down, that they will make improvements to the live streaming platform. And guess what? Even if they don't, live streaming on YouTube is going to supplement your video content. So you're still gaining something by streaming on there. Whereas if you were to say, I just want to stream only on Kick, or I want to only stream on Twitch, you're sacrificing a lot because you're going to be streaming in the beginning to 1, maybe 2, maybe 5 viewers. You're not going to be really making revenue from this. It's going to be very hard to grow because, as you've seen, when you have 5 viewers, you're at the bottom of the list and you can't get to the top because the big creators are at the top. At least if you're streaming only on YouTube, what it's doing is supplementing your videos that you're posting on YouTube as well. You're getting watch hours. If you're partnered, you know, you'll make ad revenue and all that good stuff. And it seems like the most beneficial option still to this day. And always remember that you're not locked into any of these things. Unless you sign some kind of contract saying you can never leave, you're not locked into this, right? You can move around if you want to, right? Let's say 2 years from now, Twitch is great again, or Kick is absolutely amazing. And YouTube's lacking in the live streaming department. You want to really start focusing on your live streams. You know, now you're at, let's say 50K subs on YouTube. You can make posts and you can drive some of your audience over to your live stream if you want to move your live stream to Twitch or Kick. That's not something that you can't do. People do it all the time. But that would be my advice to you guys. When it comes to streaming, those are your 3 options. You can either pay for a Restream, like upgraded account. This is not an ad, by the way. I don't have a Restream upgraded plan, but it is useful in situations like this. If you wanted to stream to all of these places at the same time, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, you can pay for a Restream upgraded membership. I think it's $16 a month. Like I said, this is not an ad. This is not a sponsorship. I'm purely just doing my research. And you can stream to all 3 of these places at the same time. You can restream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time with a free Restream account. Or you can just focus solely on streaming on YouTube while creating content that's evergreen, that's living on the platform, that's growing your brand, that's growing your subscriber base, and just stream on there. And then down the line, if you really want to move, you can convert some of your audience to follow you over to Kick or Twitch if things tend to change. But that would be my advice. For someone to go solely stream on Kick right now, I don't really think it's a good idea. We saw what happened with Mixer and Facebook Gaming. I mean, Facebook Gaming is just non-existent at this point. They turned off the ability to apply for partnerships on there. So I don't want to see you guys get stuck somewhere that like really screws up your growth. So those three options are pretty important. And I would really sit down and think about what you want to do. Obviously, if you have no money and you're just streaming as a hobby, there's really no downside to restreaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. It costs no money, it's free, and you're getting double the exposure. Chances are, if you're brand new and you're streaming on Twitch, you are not even going to break 5 viewers. And I'm not trying to doubt anyone here. I'm just being completely realistic. The platform has no growth options for any small creators whatsoever. Really, we're having a very hard time in the streaming space with people coming up with ways for people to grow their streams. The only one that makes sense is YouTube, because you have content that's living on the platform that allows people to find you when you're not live. And that's really what we would need on Twitch to fix that issue. And even Kick now at this point. We would need some sort of system where when users log into the platform on their homepage, they can see a bunch of clips and like almost like shorts or TikTok type videos where they can scroll through and find streamers, moments from their streams. Almost basically an AI, right? That would watch your stream, right? If Twitch implemented this and Kick implemented this, an AI that sat there like a bot watching your streams, automatically clipping and publishing moments, right? It finds key moments in these streams where you're laughing or where crazy action happened or whatever. And it's constantly publishing these clips and videos while you're still live. You don't have to do it. You don't have to pay an editor to do it for you. That would be massive if they could do something like that. But right now, the only platform I can see you growing a live stream on from scratch is going to be YouTube. And if you can, restream on all 3 platforms, or on just Twitch and YouTube, or just on YouTube if you want to focus solely on one platform. But that would be my advice, guys. The streaming space is a complete mess right now. It's a whirlwind. Just don't put all your eggs in one basket, and do not focus too hard on streaming. Focus more on creating content, because that is what's going to ultimately build your brand and help you grow no matter where you go. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, helps me out with the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss next time I post a video. And if you want to hang out with me live, I stream on Twitch Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Twitch.tv/hammerdance. I'll drop a link to that in the description below this video. But anyways, guys, that's all from me. I want you to keep those hammers up, and I'll see you next time.